All right, we're back. We are back for... God, I'm pale. We're back for the last two matches of the day. We've got Sinner Dimitrov. Winner plays Shelton. We've got Swiatek Tauson. Winner plays Samsonova, who won earlier today. So that is what we have to finish today. Let's see what happens. It's kind of weird that these matches are starting at the same time. I mean, it's very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Back after dinner, meat pie. Why would I have a meat pie? Is that the only thing you know from Australia? Why didn't you say kangaroo? Obviously, we all eat Outback Steakhouse and Vegemite. Fish and chips. No, that's definitely not what we did. We don't eat that. Sinner and straight sets, you reckon? God, I hope it's interesting. Kind of feel like today's kind of been a bit meh. Djokovic losing the first set made it interesting, but then he kind of just got through it. We're going to have something happen today. We're going to have something happen today. Hoping for 4 sets. Yeah, I mean, at least, right? At least get something. At least have something happen. Anyways. Dimitrov's going to serve, I think. I think Dimitrov's going to serve. I think. He is. All right. I'm going to go Sinner in 4, but I'm probably thinking it's probably going to be more like straights. As Dimi serves, the backhand to Sinner. Return the forehand to Dimitrov. Sinner forehand to the back to the forehand to Dimitrov. And Sinner with the backhand. Swiatek should start in a minute as well, so get ready. As Dimitrov slice, Sinner forehand. Winner, love 15. Love 15. Love 15. But aren't kangaroos like humans? No, they're animals. They're like animals. Because they are. The match I wanted to watch all day, okay? Alright, forehand now from Sinner to the forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner forehand to the forehand of Dimitrov. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Dimitrov backhand. Goes long, love 30. Oh no. Love 30. Love 30. What's the weather like? I mean, it's sunny, but it's getting to nighttime. As Dimitrov serves an ace, 15-30. All right, 15-30. Serve again. Into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Dimitrov. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. 30-all. All. As Dimitrov serves again. 30 all. Serve again. Is an ace out wide. All right, 40-30. Dimitrov starting strong. $40-30. As a default, second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner backhand. Into the forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner forehand cross court. Dimitrov slices it back. But it goes out. We get the deuce. Why do you think Bencic and Svitolina had no trouble getting to the top of the game in their comebacks, but no for Osaka and Emma? I mean, Bencic is not at the top yet, but and Osaka, I mean, everyone's just different, you know. Some people come back straight away and like fly up the rankings, and some people take a couple of years, a year, and they get back up slowly. It's not always the same for everybody. As Dimitrov to the back and Sinner. Oh, Sinner's gone down. Dimitrov hits the winner, and it's advantage Dimitrov. Sinner just slips over. He's all right, though. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody's hurt. It's fine. Everybody's fine. It's just getting a bit slippery out there. All right, advantage Dimitrov. Serving to the back of Sinner. Dimitrov with a half volley pickup, but Sinner's there and puts it away. And we're back to deuce. You get the deuce. As the return goes forward, Dimitrov puts it away. Advantage Dimitrov. All right, Swiatek and Tauson have just hitting up at the moment. All right, serving to the forehand of Sinner. Return goes forward to Dimitrov. Sinner slice. Dimitrov volley. And it's a winner. All right. Dimitrov. First game of the match, 1-love. One zero. All right. First game. First game in the bag. All right. All right. Love 15. Dimitrov wins the first point. There's a bit of backhand into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand down the line from Dimitrov. Sinner gets it back. Dimitrov with a half volley pickup, but Sinner's there with a backhand, but he hits it wide. And it's love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Sinner serves again. And he serves a fault, second serve. Swiatek's going to serve first against Tauson, by the way. I love 30. Sinner in a little trouble. Sinner gets the point, 15-30. Serve again from Sinner. All right, double fault Sinner, 15-40. Dimitrov to get the break to start this match. Also, the wind's starting to pick up as well, so we'll see if that makes any sort of difference before the roof shuts. All right, 15-40. Dimitrov to take the early break. All right, serve. There's an ace down the tee. That's one saved. 30-40. 30-40. All right, return goes to forehand to Sinner. Sinner in there. There's the break. 2 love. Just waiting for that one person to come in and be like, Djokovic would kick this guy's ass. You think Djokovic is scared of this Sinner? He never loses to Sinner on grass. Sinner can't even beat Dimitrov. Who's going to say it? Come on. I know you're watching. I know somebody's in here waiting for that to be. You're waiting for it. I know you're waiting for the first set, but I know you're going to say it. I know someone's going to say it. Oh, Sinner got broken against Dimitrov. Djokovic is going to kick his ass. Triple bagel on the card. Sinner might as well retire. Who's going to say it? I know someone's waiting. There's someone lurking in the chat. I know. Chat, I've done this too many times, so I know. Watch this. If Dimitrov wins the first set, somebody's going to pop their head in, I'm sure. We're going to hear something. Anyway, Swiatek's in trouble. Love 30. Love 30. Who have I got? I got Sinner in 4. Swiatek in trouble. To start us off, love 30. Love 30 as Swiatek serves into the forehand of Tauson. Return goes in the forehand to Swiatek. Tauson forehand is a winner. Love 40. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not looking good for the players that are playing, that have the top 10 ranking. All right. Love 40. Love 40. Hands it a forehand from Dimitrov at 15 love, but he hits it out, 15-0. 15-0 and love 40. Swiatek a chance to get the break. Sorry, Swiatek in trouble to get broken. Love 40. Swiatek serves. Into the back of the Tauson. Return goes back to Swiatek on the stretch. That goes out. Tauson breaks. 1 love. 1 love. 1-0. What's Barty doing right now? She's probably asleep. It's 4 in the morning in Australia. All right. Dimitrov serves. He's got the break. 2 love. 15-0 as he serves the fault. Second serve. Seven to the forehand. Sinner returned the backhand of Dimitrov. Sinner backhand. Dimitrov volley. Sinner pass is a lob. Goes long. 30-15. When people were calling Dimitrov baby Federer, this is what they meant. So when people 15 years ago were saying baby Federer, they were actually meaning in 15 years' time, in 2025, he will play an Italian by the name of Jannik Sinner, who will be world number 1. And he'll play him at Wimbledon in the 4th round. And baby Federer will shine. Not a moment before that, but when finally he will do it. He'll be into his 30s when he does it, and he may or may not have had a hair transplant. But that is when baby Federer will finally arrive. Is that what you mean? Allegedly had a hair transplant. Allegedly. I don't know. I've never been to Turkey. Oh, actually, I've been to Turkey. But that was for a different reason. 40-15. As Dimitrov looks to go to 3 love. The prophecy. All right. Dimitrov 3 love. Baby Federer 3 love. Baby Federer 3 love. His coach is going to get so red and burnt. It's crazy. All right. 3 love. All right. Break for Tauson already. Dimmy's coach is wearing a Wimbledon badge. Because I think he got... didn't he get special treatment because he was coaching Murray, right? I'm pretty sure. All right. Tauson serves the back of Swiatek. Return goes into the slice of Tauson. Tauson in the net. 15-30. Chance for Swiatek to get a break back. 15-30. As Tauson serves. No, she doesn't. All right, 15-30. All right. Make that 15-40. As Tauson serves. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Return goes in the back of the Tauson. Swiatek forehand again, the back of the Tauson. And Swiatek back forehand again. Goes long, 30-40. All right. Okay. All right, 30 love here, Sinner. Swiatek backhand return to the backhand slice of Tauson. Swiatek forehand into the backhand of Tauson. As Swiatek forehand goes, nope, Tauson hit it out. We're back on serve 1-1. 1-1. Okay. One all. By the way, Tauson's saying that the court is too slippery. She's saying the court's slippery. And the umpire's like, cool. That's good to hear. I'm glad that's the floor is, lava. All right, 30-15. $30-15 here for Sinner as he tries to get the first game of his fourth round. All right. Love 15 here as Swiatek tries to take the lead. Swiatek with a lovely volley, 15-0 as Dimitrov hits a lovely forehand. And he takes, or tries to take, hold of this match even more. Oh, boy. All right, serve is a fault by Sinner. Second serve. Second serve into the back of Dimitrov. Return goes in the back of Sinner. Dimitrov slice. Sinner goes again in the back of Dimitrov. Sinner forehand again. Into the forehand of Dimitrov. To the back of Sinner. And Sinner puts it away. 3-1. Sinner's on the board. 3-1. All right, 3-1. Also, 15-40. Swiatek in trouble again. 15-40. Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. There's a forehand Swiatek. She shanks it. Goes long. We've had 3 breaks to start us off. 2-1 Tauson. All right, 3 breaks in 3 games. All right. Dimitrov, by the way, 30-15. All right. 40-15, Dimitrov. Starting very solid. All right, 40-15 as Dimitrov serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. There's Dimitrov, 40-30. No, still 40-15. Why? What happened? No, 40-30. They just didn't update it in time. All right. 40-30. Dimitrov to go to 4-1 in the first set here. 7 to the forehand Sinner. Forehand from Dimitrov. Into the forehand Sinner as Dimitrov backhand slice. Sinner backhand. Again, the backhand Dimitrov sliced. And Sinner forehand again to the backhand slice to Dimitrov. Sinner with the backhand again. Dimitrov slice goes into the forehand to Sinner. Again to the slice Dimitrov as Sinner with a forehand cross court. Dimitrov goes down the line. Sinner with the backhand. Into the slice of Dimitrov. He comes to the net and Sinner hits a forehand winner cross court. He smelts Dimitrov walking in. Like a spider sense. He was like, I know you're coming to the net. I can't see you, but I can tell that you're there, and I'm just going to rocket cross court. Like, that was, like, he didn't even see Dimitrov move, and he's like, oh, gotcha. He knew he was there. He's got some, like, sense. Like a tingle. It's weird. All right, deuce. Is it a 4-4 rally? Backhand slice from Dimitrov into the backhand of Sinner, but Sinner hits it out. Advantage Dimitrov. Tauson holds, by the way, 3-1. 3-1 Tauson. She holds. All right, advantage Dimitrov to take a 4-1 lead. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Double fault. Dimi back to deuce. Back to deuce. Big game, this one. Deuce again as with a serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. An advantage Sinner to get back on serve. And Swiatek holds 3-2 Tauson with the break already. And great serve Dimi back to deuce. All right. Dimitrov hits a forehand winner, and it's advantage Dimi. Advantage Dimitrov. To take a 4-1 lead. He's got a 140 serve as well. That was a huge serve. All right, Dimitrov, he takes a 4-1 lead. Okay. 3-2 Tauson. She's got the break. 3-2. Pardon me. That was apparently 4.5 minute games on average at the moment. That's what we're dealing with. All right. As Tauson gets to 15-0. Ah, 15-0. Tauson serves again. As she serves again. As Dimitrov hits it to the back of Sinner in the net, love 15. And Dimi's started off really well. He's caught Sinner by surprise a little bit, it seems. All right. Double fault for Tauson, 15-30. 15-30. All right, forehand now goes out by Tauson, 15-40. Swiatek to get back on serve. 15-40. To get back the serve. Sinner's got 30-15, by the way. Sinner. Oh, Swiatek break, sorry. Typically welcome Sinner. All right, back on serve, 3-3. 3-all. Three. All right. Sinner 40-15 to just keep things close. And he does. 4-2 Dimitrov. Dimitrov. And Swiatek gets 30 love. Swiatek looking for that lead. And Swiatek 30 love. Serve again. Now, while the forehand of Tauson, Swiatek forehand winner. 40 love as Dimitrov comes to the net. Sinner, ooh, hit it wide. Just hit the tape and went wide. 30 love. Dimitrov hanging on to this break. 30 love. Dimitrov serves again. An ace. 40 love. As Dimitrov serves again, that's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Dimitrov. To the backhand of Sinner as Dimitrov into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it wide. 5-2. Dimitrov. And Swiatek holds. 4-3. Takes the lead. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Has Federer got the most grass titles? He's got to be up there. He's got to be up there. Sabalenka should have been smoked by Serena. When? Won't be surprised if Kowali wins against Novak on Wednesday. They start at 11 a.m. in London time, means Novak is going to suffer in the sun. I mean, maybe. All right. 5-2. To Dimitrov. All right, Roger there. He's watching still. He's been there the whole time. Front and center. It's so different when Roger's there. I mean, Andy was there the other day, which was cool, but like Roger, Federer at Wimbledon, it's just like a whole different thing. Roger at Wimbledon is just like... It's like Rafa at Roland Garros. I mean, it's, you know... It just makes sense. He's the king of Wimbledon. All right, 15 love. Sinner serving to stay in the set. Serve down to an ace. 30 love. $30 love. Sinner serves a let. Sinner serves. Into the forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner forehand winner. 40 love. $40 love. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Sinner. Into the backhand, Dimitrov down the line's a winner. All right. That was a Federer-like return. 40-15. Sinner serves again. Dimitrov returns in the forehand of Sinner. Dimitrov hits it out. All right, Sinner holds. Dimitrov is going to serve for the set, though. Also, 4-all. Swiatek and Tauson. Swiatek 15 love. Please educate the chat that Australian Open used to be on grass. Yeah, Australian Open up until 1988 was on grass. It used to be played at Kooyong, which is a totally different place to where Melbourne Park is. It's a totally different area. And they still play grass tennis at Kooyong to this day. They just don't have the centre court anymore. That centre court used to be a lot bigger, and the centre court's not grass. In fact, I played at Kooyong, but I had to go play at the on the back courts, which were not grass. They were clay courts. So I played at Kooyong. Had a lovely lunch after we won, and they invited us into the restaurant. We had to take put our bags away in lockers. It was really fancy. But yeah, so they used to play at Kooyong on the grass up until 1988 when they moved to Melbourne Park and the stadiums with the roofs and the hard courts. They used to play the grass courts, US Open as well. The US Open used to be on grass as well until they moved onto clay, green clay. But that didn't work for 2 years, so then they went to the hard courts, and soon after Australia followed. And I still don't know whether or not the initial hard courts being green were an homage to the grass of old. I don't know. Or if they were just trying to keep it consistent and go, well, players have been playing on grass, so let's keep the courts green to make it feel grassy, even though it's like concrete. I'm not sure. But now they're all blue, so it doesn't matter because the contrast of the ball was annoying. Green was annoying. Green on green, stupid. Anyways, Dimitrov 40 love. So yeah, so that is the history of grass around the world, at least around the slams. 40 love. Swiatek holds, by the way, 5-4. Dimitrov to take the first set. This is competitive. I love it. Serving to the back of the center. Return is into the Vaughan. Dimitrov. He puts it away, and we've got a set to Dimi. Rublev, Demonor, Dimitrov taking the first set of Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic. Okay. All right. Dimitrov takes the first. Pretty solid as well. Got an early break and just held. All right, Swiatek's also up 5-4. All right. All right, 5 for Swiatek. She tries to take the first set. Excuse me. 15 winners and 8 errors from Dimitrov. 9 winners and 8 errors from Sinner. So Dimitrov very aggressive and it's working. A solid set from Dimitrov. Very solid set. All right, Tauson serving to stay in the set. And the winner of Dimitrov versus Sinner will take on Shelton, Ben Shelton, who won earlier today. All right. Swiatek backhand. Into the backhand of Tauson. Backhand of Swiatek to the forehand of Tauson. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Tauson slice. Into the back of Swiatek. Tauson backhand again. Goes long. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. And Sinner serving first in the second. As we serve to the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand now from Tauson. That's a winner. 15 all. As Dimitrov comes to the net with a half volley, but it's too short. Sinner with a... Oh, no, Sinner didn't put it away. Dimitrov volleys it. Love 15. Dimitrov was too... Sinner was too casual. Sinner way too casual. All right. Lovely volley. Love 15. All right, 30-15. Tauson serves again. Serve to the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand at Tauson, the back of Swiatek. As Tauson backhand down the line. Swiatek forehand on the stretch. As Tauson goes down the line again. Swiatek backhand cross. Tauson gets it. As Swiatek backhand again. That's a great shot. Tauson slices it in. And Swiatek down the line. Tauson's got a forehand into the forehand of Swiatek. Again, the forehand of Tauson sliced. Swiatek backhand again to the slice of Tauson. And Swiatek forehand cross. Tauson gets it on the stretch, but it's in the net. And it's 30-all. Also love 30. Dimitrov. Chance to get the break in the second. All right, Swiatek 2 points away from the first set. All right, Sinner serves the fault second serve. Sinner with a serve. And the backhand Dimitrov is a let. Sinner serves. Double fault. Love 40. Love 40. Chance for Dimmy to break straight away. And also 30-40. A chance for Swiatek to take the first set here. Less vlogging and songs and more training. I think Sinner is cashing in on his success and not focusing on improving his game. He said he would come back hungrier, but it doesn't transpire. Yeah, because Sinner is, Sinner is definitely so unprofessional that the song that he did when he was in, when he couldn't play because he was banned for 3 months, that's the reason why. Because he's so distracted by so many things. That's why Sinner's getting broken now. That's why. You're right. You're right. Sinner's losing because he's just not focused on tennis right now. He's so busy thinking about so many other things. Anyways, Tauson survives. And we get the deuce. Yeah, Sinner's not he's not known for his professionalism or anything. Crazy. All right. Swiatek trying to take this first set. Tauson just saved one of the break points. Or one of the set points, sorry. All right. As Tauson forehand into the back of Swiatek. Tauson backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Tauson. Tauson hits it out. And it's advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. Arian.
Can I listen to your commentary and watch match and mute the commentary because yours is better?
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. And the nice words. All right. Advantage Swiatek to take the first set. Tauson serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. There's the first set. Iga Swiatek. 6-4. All right. Dimitrov, 30 love. Dimitrov is playing clean. As Sinner hits it wide. 40 love. And Dimitrov's coming to the net a lot. Putting a lot of pressure on Sinner by coming to the net. 40 love. 40 love. First set, by the way, Swiatek just had more chances and served better. She did serve 5-0 false Swiatek, but still, she served. She was winning 85% of first serve points, which was way higher than her opponent. Dimitrov with an ace, 2-love in the second. 2-0 in the second. Dimitrov a set and a break. Crazy. Great start for Dimi. Okay. Back to Sinner. Tauson's got the trainers out on court, by the way. So let's see what happens. All right, Sinner serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end, Dimitrov. Return goes for Sinner. Dimitrov slice again. Into the back end of Sinner. To the back end of Dimitrov sliced in the net. 15-love. All right, 15-love. Tauson, I think, is saying that she's sick. She feels sick. Yeah, Tauson seems like she's under the weather. How worrying is it now for Sinner? Because Sinner has barely had a chance to break Dimitrov's serve yet. Yeah, look, I wouldn't be that worried about Sinner yet. Talk to me if he's down 2 sets of love, you know? We've seen it so many times this week. You know, we saw it with Alcaraz yesterday. We saw it with Djokovic today. And we're seeing it now. But like, if Sinner's down 2 sets of love, then we start talking about what is going on. But one set in a 5-set match, I mean, Sinner could win the next 3 sets in 2-2 and 4, or 4-4 and 4. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? So I'm not bothered until I'm not asking questions until Sinner's down 2 sets to love or 2 sets to 1. But it's a great start for Dimitrov, I'll tell you that. 40-love. Dimi's playing great to start this match. Super competitive, which is what we wanted. All right. Tauson's getting a medical timeout for her sickness. Swiatek is asking if she can go to the bathroom. Anyways, 40-love. 7 to the back end. Dimitrov. Return goes short. Sinner hits a winner, and it's 2-1 Dimitrov in the second with a break. Sinner is in a fight. All right. Dimitrov serves better, so it seems really rough to break. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not easy. Darren Cahill looking concerned. Yeah, a little bit. All right. First in the bag, 6-4 Swiatek, and Tauson hits it out. Love 15. So 15-love. 15-love. Swiatek serves again. The back end of Tauson in the net. 30-love. Aaron.
Virat Kohli and Roger watched Novak earlier.
I saw Roger. I didn't know Virat Kohli was there. Think of the two. Cam, why didn't you say Virat Kohli was in the box today? Holy shit, relax. I didn't know he was there. I didn't see him. Never saw Kohli. See, I'm not the only one. God damn. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't see him. Yeah, it's 40-love. As the return goes into the backhand slash Swiatek. Backhand of Tauson is a lob. Swiatek puts away the smash. Swiatek 1-love in the second. Swiatek is looking confident. There's Dimitrov in the net, 15-all. Sinner's got the fist bump going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Watch out. $15-all. There's Dimitrov serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand Sinner. Return goes forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner backhand on the stretch. Dimitrov with a half volley pickup. Goes wide. 15-30. Chance for Sinner to get the break back. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Dimitrov serves again. There's Dimitrov, good serve, 30-all. As Dimitrov serves. And the backhand Sinner return goes into the net. Great serve again. 40-30. 40-30. Please don't put scores in the chat. Dimitrov serves to go to 3-1. Fault. Double fault. Back, we get the deuce. We get to deuce. We just serve out wide from Dimitrov is a fault. Second serve. By the way, why are people in here talking like Sinner's finished? Like, it's so wild. It happens every match, though. It happened in the Djokovic match like 3 hours ago. He lost the first set and was like, see, he's 100 years old. He can't play tennis anymore. He might as well be sitting next to Roger in the Royal Box. And then he won. Same thing's happening here. See? Alcaraz broke Sinner at the French Open. Look at this guy. He's down a set in a break. Advantage Dimitrov. Serve as a fault, second serve. Serve again. Into the forehand of Sinner. She shanks it. It's 3-1 Dimitrov. Impressive. And I think Sinner just asked for the trainer. I think Sinner just asked for the trainer. All right, 3-1. Yep. Umpire's on the phone. Right forearm. I can read lips sometimes. Right forearm, Jannik Sinner. All right, 3-1 Dimitrov. He's up a set and a break. Right forearm for Sinner. He said he might have hurt his wrist. Yeah, right forearm wrist. So he's going to get treatment at the next change of ends for that. All right, 3-1 for Dimitrov. He's up a set and a break. As Dimitrov makes the error. 15 love Sinner. $15 love. Sinner serves again. Down the tee, the forehand of Dimitrov. Sinner forehand cross court. It's too good. 30 love. Love. Sinner needs help. Sinner don't retire. I don't think he'll retire. I would be shocked if he retired. All right. 30 love. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault for 30-15. As Sinner serves again. Seven to the backhand. Dimitrov slicing the net. 40-15. $40-15. Sinner serves a fault second serve. Swiatek holds, by the way, and she leads 2-1 in the second. All right, Sinner serves. Into the back of Dimitrov. Return goes backhand slice of Sinner. Dimitrov forehand. Straight to Sinner's backhand, who hits a winner down the line. 3-2 Dimitrov with a set and a break, but Sinner is on the is sticking around. But he is also now serving, now getting a medical timeout on his arm. So Sinner has a bad forearm. He's saying that when he hits the ball and tenses, it hurts. It's elbow, apparently. Maybe it's elbow. Yeah, he did fall on his elbow at the very start of the match. He did land on his elbow, and he did kind of rub it a little bit. I thought maybe it's because he scratched it up, but remember how he slipped over in the first game? Like the first couple of games? He did land. In the very first game, he fell over, and he sort of like landed on his right arm. They're replaying it now. Yeah, he slipped over, and then he went to put his hand down, and he kind of like landed on his elbow. It was an awkward fall, and then he kind of just rubbed it off. That was in the very first game of the match. He did that. Now, I want to know what his serve speeds are like, because that might give us an indication on how bad it is. Is he serving slower than the last match? That's what I want to know. That is what I would like to know. How fast is he serving? All right, so let me have a look. So his serve stats for the day. And remember, the other day he played. We're gonna get another match where he played at night too. So when did he play this late in the day the other day? Did he play this late in the day the other day? Can't remember. He's getting a medical timeout in the elbow. He played first thing in the morning the other day. Okay, so when he played Vukic, he played late afternoon. So let me have a look at what that match was. Against Vukic. If I can find it. Wimbledon aren't going to give me that, are they? They're not going to give me that. Oh, no, they are. So against Vukic, his serve speeds were... His serve speeds were he was averaging about 119 miles an hour serves. Fastest serve was 139. He has been serving slightly less, slightly slower at a 115 miles an hour. So 4 miles an hour slower. So he has been serving slower today. He is getting the treatment on the arm. So he's serving slightly slower, but again, yeah, so he was serving first serve speed average in the same time on the second round. It was 200 kilometers an hour first serve. He's 197, so not terribly slow. Second serve is slower. Average serve is slower. So I don't know if we can read too much into that, to be honest. I don't know if we can read into that. He is slower, but slightly slower serving. Slightly slower. By about 5-10 kilometers. Or 5 miles. All right, Sinner's back on court. And Dimitrov serves an ace. Dimitrov, though, is right. You know, Sinner being sore. Dimitrov's playing amazing. Like, he deserves this lead the way that he's been playing. Swiatek, by the way, has got break points. Now she hits a forehand lob, and Tauson lets it bounce. It goes out. 30-40. Dimi serves in the forehand. Sinner, backhand from Dimitrov, sliced. Sinner back, a forehand is wide, and it's 30-love. All right, 30-love. Swiatek with the break point, though. 30-40. By the way, first time 3 Italian men have made the 4th round of Wimbledon in the same year. All right. Tauson serves a fault, second serve. All right, 30-40. Tauson trying to get the break. Swiatek trying to get the break. As we're back in return for Swiatek, the backhand of Tauson. Swiatek forehand into the volley of Tauson. Swiatek puts up a lob. Tauson with a smash. Swiatek's back in the rally. As Tauson forehand down the line. Swiatek backhand pass is a winner. Swiatek dominating her match. All right, Sinner, by the way, just gave a bit of a shrug after missing that shot. Dimitrov comes in with a slice. Sinner with a pass in the net. All right, and Sinner straight away puts the racket in the left hand, so you know that his elbow is not feeling great. Sinner is in trouble. On the scoreboard, but also physically. 4-2, Sinner is in a battle. All right. Swiatek with a set and a break. Dimitrov with a set and a break. Sinner serves. The forehand of Dimitrov. Return goes forward to Sinner. Dimitrov backhand pass. Sinner with a drop volley. Too good. 15-love. All right. Lovely volley by Sinner. 15-love. So to the back in Dimitrov. Dimitrov in the net. 30-love Sinner. As we have a volley from Swiatek. Tauson in the net. 15-0. All right, 30-love Sinner as he serves. Into the back in Dimitrov. Return goes in the forehand Sinner. Dimitrov passing shot in the net. 40-love. Love. Sinner serves again. So to the back into Dimitrov, back into Sinner. To the slice Dimitrov. Sinner slice. Again to the slice Dimitrov. Sinner backhand down the line. Too good. All right. Sinner holds. Dimitrov, though, has a set and a break. Swiatek also has a set and a break. All right. Arian.
Camdy's goat.
Thank you for the $2 and nice words. Appreciate it. 0.
Is there a time limit on injury, Cam? Congrats, 250 fork.
Thank you. There is. I think it's like 5 minutes. You get like an assessment, I think, for like a minute or two. And then there's like an official timeout, I think it's either 3 or 5 minutes. Swiatek 4-1, by the way. She is cruising. 3 minutes, yeah, but you do get an assessment. So there's like a minute or two for the doctor to see what's wrong, and then it's a medical timeout from when they figure it out, and then it's a medical timeout. So that's why sometimes I feel like they're 5, 6, 7 minutes, because it takes them a while to figure out what the injury is, right? They're trying to figure out, okay, is it the back? Is it your legs? They're trying to. That's why they do all the stretches and stuff. And then they do the official timeout when they know what's wrong. So they can do the treatment of what's wrong, right? That's why sometimes it takes longer than others. All right. Swiatek with a 4-1 lead in the second. And Sinner, he's down a set and a break as Dimitrov hits a massive serve out wide. 15 love. Serve again, Dimitrov. Sinner returns it long, and it's 30 love. $30 love. Serve again, Dimitrov. Into the forehand to Sinner. Return goes back in Dimitrov. Sinner backhand. Dimitrov with the volley in the net. Ooh. That would have been a great shot. 30-15. Also love 15. Swiatek running away with this match now. As Dimitrov 4 under the back and Sinner slice. Dimitrov comes in with an easy volley winner. 40-15. As Tauson slice. Swiatek comes in. Tauson backhand pass in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Swiatek. Love 30. Love 30. As Tauson serves again. Another fault. Second serve is Dimitrov gets a 5-3. Sinner overhits it. Sinner's going to have to do what he did in this round open final. All right. Last year. 400 backhand, 400 rally. Swiatek down the line to the slice of Tauson. Swiatek comes down with the slice. Tauson pass. Swiatek volley. Goes wide. Ooh, just goes wide. All right, 15, 30. First point Swiatek's lost at the net today. All right, Sinner serving to stay in the second set. And he serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the back in Dimitrov. Sinner backhand. Into the volley. Dimitrov goes wide. That's 15 love. As Tauson double. Nope. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Backhand of Tauson. And Swiatek backhand again. The backhand of Tauson. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Tauson forehand cross. Swiatek's got it with the forehand as Tauson puts up a lob. Bounce smash Swiatek. Puts away the winner. All right, 15-40. Swiatek for the double break. And to serve for the match. Made the Wimbledon quarterfinals without breaking a sweat. Swiatek in the last 2 matches have been very impressive. All right, Tauson serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Swiatek. Great return. There it is. 5-1. 5-1 Swiatek. To take double break and serve the match to play against Samsonova in the quarterfinals in a couple of days. We've got Andreeva taking on Bencic. We've got Sabalenka versus Sigamund. We've got Anisimova taking on Pavlyuchenkova. Wait, is it that? Hang on, wait. Sinner holds. Yeah. And then Swiatek, Samsonova. And then on the men's side, of course, the winner of this will take on the player named Ben Shelton. We've got the other quarterfinals all set. Fritz versus Hashanov, Norrie versus Alcaraz, and Koboli versus Djokovic. All right, Sinner. He is in a big, big, big hole. And Darren Cahill is leaving. Or tying his shoe. Or finding a... Oh, no. He's found some medication. Anyways, 15-love. Swiatek serve for the match. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Swiatek, sliced. To the backhand of Tauson. Forehand from Swiatek goes down the line. Tauson gets it. Swiatek forehand again. The forehand of Tauson. Into the forehand of Swiatek as Tauson forehand again. Swiatek goes down the line. That's a great shot. Tauson slices it back. Swiatek backhand down the line. Tauson puts up a lob. But it goes out. 30-love. 30-love. Two points away, Swiatek. She knows that Jannik Sinner is losing, so she knows she wants to go watch that match, I think. Like the rest of the world, we all are wondering what the hell's going on with Sinner. How is this going to play out? And Swiatek gets a 40-love. Match points for Iga Swiatek to dominate the player that beat Raducanu and did her a real favor. And it's Dimitrov 15-love. Swiatek serves. Into the back of the Tauson. Return goes out. And Swiatek's in the quarters. Iga Swiatek, all of a sudden, is a real chance of winning Wimbledon. Where did this come from? Tauson's not 100%. Swiatek's asking the question. By the way, Tauson is very tall, or Swiatek is not as tall as she seems. Swiatek's asking, it's saying that she should be, hopefully you're all right. Tauson didn't look 100%. She had a medical timeout. She was sick. Flu. So that seemed to be a bit of an issue. All right, chat, we're going to merge the streams real quick because, boy, oh boy, we have a match and we got some crazy shit going on at the moment. So come on over and watch the rest of this Dimitrov Sinner match if you want to. If you don't want to, I'll see you later. But Swiatek wins 4-1 and she is into the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. We'll watch her in a couple of days.